country. We kind of quieted the crowd a little bit, but that's why they're the number one team, and that's why we have the record we have. Because we had that against Alabama, we had it against A&M. I can go on and on and on, and we don't finish people off. That's what makes them the number one team in the country. And they make the plays. They made their free throws.
Free throws and some
Early to start the game, we didn't make any. We're like, oh, for, you know, there's some things, again, miss a rebound, tip it in for them because you're going after it with one hand, turn it over down the other end. I can remember a guy, he was supposed to post the ball. He drove it, they steal, they dunk down the other end. A side out of, he goes, don't catch the ball. Well, he threw, like, that's the stuff. Because in these kind of games, it's 5 possessions. And those 5 where you break down because you're not on it or you miss free throw, you're losing in this league. I mean, we have no easy games left, but I hate to tell you, neither is Auburn. Every game is going to be rough.
And then see kind of not having his best night. So
Yep.
just did you want
Wasn't the missed shots. Wasn't the missed shots. It was that missed rebound that killed us. That's why I'm saying you don't have to make shots, but fight. Come up with balls. Don't even give me an excuse. He outworked you. That's what we've had happen. The game-winning rebound, they seemed Alabama got it and laid it in. Same thing just happened here. It's game-winning rebound. Let's go. Now, I have enough faith in him that I kept running stuff for him, and he was wide open, and you all thought it was going in. I did too. There was only one person in the building that didn't think it was going in. Him. The last one on the step back, he didn't need to just throw an air ball. We had plenty of time. Go get a 2. It's a 5-point game. A 3 doesn't do that much for us. So, but that's all right. I told him I'm proud of him. You know, we were better with the ball. We worked on it. Worked on him coming to jump stops instead of shooting layups that you have no chance of making. We missed a couple again today, got blocked. Don't. Then we did the 1-2 stop through to the corner. Carter makes a 3. I mean, we're working to get better, and all I can tell everybody that I get up every day enjoying that I got this team and I'm trying to figure stuff out. I thought we came out of timeouts and executed. I thought baseline out of bounds we executed. We did some good stuff. We broke down some other stuff, but we'll be able to talk about it. But I'll say it again, they're a good team. They're good.
Coach, you've had a lot of games against Bruce Pearl in his time at Auburn. What is it about this team other than the talent and the depth? What makes this team for BP different than teams that you've gone up against in the past?
See, every goal that we talked about, we reached except the rebounding. That was it. And here's Buzz did the same thing. The whole idea is not who you're bringing in, it's who you're retaining. So when you look at his roster, they're all grad students, they're all seniors, and they played together, a bunch of them. Same thing with Buzz's team. And so now all of a sudden, they've got a little rhythm going, and the rest of us are trying to figure out how are we going to do this and how do we finish. But they're good, and they're older than most of his teams. Probably that's the right way to go. Just go, get older players and retain the ones you have and go from there. But they're good. I think we're pretty good.
Coach, it hasn't been the easiest year for your backcourt. Kind of talk about the growth and progression they have in this year.
They were better today. They look, they don't have to be great off the charts. Just be in there somewhere. And that's where they were today. That's where they were. They were right in that middle. And then Nelly stepped up a little bit. DJ makes a 3, that's what I'm saying. They just, we've had some games where, they haven't done that. Now I'll say this, Billy Richmond, dude comes every game. And I'm telling you, if you walked in our practice, you'd say that kid works as hard as anybody. Probably our hardest worker. And it's coming through on the court now.
After the A&M game, you said you guys have to go out and beat somebody. Just coaching, kind of being on the projected bubble, just how does that add any pressure to you? Just because of how much you had?
Yeah, I can't sleep at night. I got the shakes. No, No, my focus is my team. I have a card I read every day. I've been blessed my entire life. I'm gonna have a great attitude. I'm gonna use this experience to help these kids get better and stronger and me be a better coach. I'm gonna keep an eye on them to make sure they're not being overrun by this. And I want to write our own story. I want us to write it. We have a chance. It is all in our hands. If you're in a league with no level one wins, you got nothing left. Whatever your record is, it is. You have we in this league, what makes it hard is they're all quad one wins or losses. But that's also gives you a chance. We had a chance today. The A&M game tied up. We had a lead with 3 minutes to go here. We got a chance. Got to finish it off now. And if you don't finish it off or don't take advantage, that's on us. But it's in our hands. It's not going to be in a committee's hands. It's in our hands. You either do it or you don't. I told him finally after last game, because, I didn't want shaky hands. Every game we play is an NCAA tournament game now. I didn't want to say that before Texas A&M because I thought they'd miss every shot. But I said it for this game, and I'm saying it's our NCAA. That is a Final Four game because that's what they are. That's a Final Four game. The next game is probably an Elite Eight game. Alabama was probably a Final Four game. The other one was an Elite Eight game. Every game we play, it tells us, okay, what's going to work and what won't. But we defended, created turnovers, got our turnovers down, made some shots. But again, 3 for 19 from the three. How do you win? How do you beat the number one team? You shot 3 for 19 from the three. We had a chance to win. Did you hear what I just said? 3 for 19. What if we went 8 for 19? And I'm going to ask you, how many of those were wide open? Bunch of them. You just got to make some shots. Last question, so I can get out of here. We're in a 2 degrees back in Fayetteville.
Coach, Bruce Pearl has openly and often advocated for the strength of the league this year. In your opinion, is this the best you've ever seen in any basketball league in your time coaching?
Yeah, when I first got in the league, there were 3 teams getting in the tournament. In those first 4 or 5 years, I was begging for 7, 8 teams, and I was full of crap. But I was saying, we deserve this, we don't. Now you're talking about this league deserving 12. Well, you can't do that. Well, don't build all these big leagues then for the money. Don't do that, because now you got a bunch of us in one league. And it may not be us, it may be us. But this league, I haven't seen one like this, especially because there's 16. Now, I can remember back the Big East or the ACC, but they didn't have as many teams. And then the bottom couple teams, a Seton Hall, maybe a Wake back in the day, this thing, LSU, do you guys play them? Thank God, because they're playing well now. And against us, they played well. And they had Mississippi beat down 11 with 3 minutes to go. That's LSU. Have you played South Carolina? We got to play them at South Carolina, along with Mississippi State, who just beat A&M, along with Texas, along with Missouri, along with Vanderbilt, who's playing great, at Vandy. That's easy. We'll get in. It'll be good. I mean, but you know what? Everybody else has the same stuff. And that's why we're saying this league, don't say, well, we can't. No, you do your job. And the best teams with the most quad one wins, the team with the net that you put together yourself, then let's go. And if it's us, fine. If it's 12 of our teams, fine with that. Hope we're one.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting in 2025. Whether you're a seasoned fan or a first-time bettor, BetOnline is your ultimate game day companion. With the largest selection of odds on everything from NBA and college basketball to the NHL and UFC, BetOnline continues to be your number one sports betting source. From every three-pointer to hat trick, BetOnline has you covered with odds, stats, and more for every game, every play, and every win. BetOnline, the game starts here.